Today we are at the CLJ Julia office in our conference room. We have these 3 bulletin boards. Honestly, we've had them since our previous house, and they were in our office in our previous house to kind of like, of course, what are bulletin boards for?
All of these things stuck on them were stuck on them at the house.
Yeah, it's like displaying inspiration. So a big part of our job is, well, it's really multifaceted. We take photos, we design, and then our team is photographing. They are designing graphics, gift guides, roundups, titling things. And so we thought it might be better, since we are really an online
visual media
company, to really give them a ton of inspiration that they can go through. So we're taking down the bulletin boards and we're putting up some shelves where we can display a bunch of different magazines that they can get all sorts of inspiration from. So it should be a quick project. Famous last words. This was my fear. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a mess back here. Now, patching those holes, and one option is to just see if we can put the magazine that high, but that does feel kind of high, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's start with the bottom low. Put magazines on it, and then we'll space out the top one. And if it covers this, great. If not, we'll patch it.
These are the same shelves that I use for our daughter's room. It comes in a few different sizes. I think that this is the 48-inch or 36.
Yeah, 36 for sure.
36. I just like that they're clear acrylic because it's gonna look nice against the wall color and really just allow the magazines to stand out. So I got 6 total. I think I'm gonna do 2 rows of 3. This is not a good camera shot. 2 rows of 3, so it just looks like one long shelf, 2 rows. That was gibberish. No re-records. We want it more centered on the table, right?
Sure.
I think so. Like we could just take out 3 shelves and lay it here where we want them.
Sure. 130.5. Not this long.
And look, there's a center hole.
Yeah, that's easy.
On there. Oh, this is gonna be a piece of cake.
Freeze.
Give me something hard. I hope I have enough magazines. There is a literal entire screwdriver that came in here.
In every pack, yeah.
What? It's a full-size screwdriver. Did this come in it?
No, that's fine.
Oh, that would be crazy.
It came with a DeWalt driver. I guess you tell me how low you want this.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me just put like a couple magazines on it. Okay, let's see. Let me see a little teeny bit higher. I like it actually a little lower. I'm just trying to think, walking by, I feel like that's good.
That's good height.
I think so. What do you think?
Looks good to me.
So you're gonna put the middle one up, and then we'll just put the other 2 butted up against it.
Right.
Easy.
I'm hoping I don't hit any studs here because the studs in this wall are aluminum, like they're metal, and those are a pain to drill into. So far, so good.
I can't wait.
Sorry you had to. I'm not done yet.
Classic. You already know to see that, but I guess there will be magazines over it. This will be fine. It actually kind of looks cool.
Screws are too small though. These are not great. These, what are these? It's like they're made out of plaster. I don't understand what is happening right now. Scrolling out. This is escalating quickly, and I'm in what we call the danger zone, where one wrong move and it's going to be a much bigger project than it should be. So these are the anchors that come with the shelves. They're fine for very light use. Problem with these anchors, they tend to, once you put a screw into them, there's not a ton of grip there, and so it'll just like spin, and then it's less effective. And so I don't like using these if I can get away with it. My favorite anchors are these. They screw in to your pilot hole, and so they're very accurate. And then they also have this ridge in the middle, so when the screw goes in, it splits that apart, and it's behind the drywall, so it opens up behind the drywall. And so you have the teeth, the grip in the drywall, the spreading on the backside that also makes it so you can't just like easily pull it out. So these ones are my favorite. I mean, that's pretty good.
That looks beautiful.
The worst thing that can happen when you're trying to use anchors is that your screw line, your screw point, is right on the edge of a stud. And that's what has just happened right here. So we'll see how it goes. Wow, that's neat. It's bleeding. I know it's bleeding. Ooh, it's not, but. Ouch. Just jammed my thumb. My thumbnail, actually.
Is it safe to come in yet? has the crisis been remedied?
We're about to find out. I just smashed the heck out of it. Feel bad for me.
I do feel bad for you. Do you want anything from Jersey Mike's?
This one was a weird one, so please work.
Did it work?
I mean, worked out.
I'm obsessed.
Let's put some stuff on it.
Don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah, we do that part.
Now, this isn't really the order that they'll go in. I'm just putting these up, okay? Don't judge right now. This is just for spacing sake. I think that's probably good, right? Okay, so the next row, yeah, I think right there. And look, you're not gonna see those at all. Okay, let me take these off.
If you've ever tried to drill a pilot hole into a wall, or just drill a hole in a very precise location, you know, like the bit tends to jog a little bit to the side. Take a Phillips head, put it right where you want it, give a little tap, and that little indent will make it so your bed stays in the place it's supposed to stay.
Oh no!
What?
I think it got behind.
Oh, me.
Here we go. Pull it out. Okay, so lesson learned.
Start from the top.
Start from the top. Your lung capacity is off the charts. I was like, oh, do I put them by magazine? But I think I kind of want people to dig through and see different kinds of inspiration. The English Home, very excited about that one. Luckily, magazines are generally all the same size. I think for visual sake, putting some like cleaner ones like this Modern Home in the front helps break up some of the crazier, busier covers. This is another really pretty, clean one. Design anthology. It looks super just fun, doesn't it? This one, the back, I almost like more than the front. We got some food ones just because we do shoot a lot of cooking content. That's the design library. Honestly, the reason I love this is because we do gather around this table a lot. We eat here sometimes. We do have like a break room, but so many times we end up in here talking, meeting, and usually we're really brainstorming ideas, whether it's layouts or fonts. I think it's gonna be so fun to just gather inspiration. You cannot be creative. You cannot be on and creative for 8 hours a day. Like, you do have to expand your brain and like give it a rest, and I think this is such a great way to do that. I love it. I think it's great. I mean, it's not groundbreaking, but I think it's going to make a really big difference for us in the office.
I can tell that this last one angles down, but nobody else knows.
Wow!
Oh, wow.
I like the back of that magazine better than the front.
It's the alternate cover.
I saw this in stores.
Yes. Different color.
Sports Center.